sawit. Bapak kau makan sawit, anomali sawit, yang merugikan satu negara ini. Konon katanya di mana dia melihat lahan kosong, maka disitulah dia menanam sawit, berjuta-juta hektar. Anomali, ini tidak peduli dengan dampak banjir dan longsor yang akan menerjang. Jadi lindungilah lahan kalian. Alamak, takutnya.
Assalamualaikum guys, selamat kembali ke channel Law Effort Opinion. I'm your host Brother Zain, and hari ini aku nak review satu filem yang aku sempat tonton beberapa hari yang lepas. So without further ado, from the title, from the thumbnail, you guys already know it's time to review 2026's Alas Roban. Directed by Hadrah Daeng Ratu, aku actually ada excited sikit nak tonton filem ini bila aku tahu she is the director. She directed some of the best Indo horror movies some of her amazing works macam Sijin, Kitab Sijin dan Iliyin, and of course one of my all-time favorite Indo horror, Pemandi Jenazah. So this director memang padu when it comes to horror movies, but adakah Alas Roban as good as her previous work? So that is what we're going to be discussing today. Movie ini mengisahkan tentang our main character Sita, seorang ibu tunggal dengan satu anak perempuan dia bernama Gendis yang ada masalah penglihatan. Basically, she's looking for a better job opportunity di Bandar Semarang so that one day she'll be able to afford eye surgery for her daughter. However, on the way ke Semarang, keluarga ini melalui atas jalan Alas Roban yang dikatakan bermisteri oleh orang tempatan. And perjalanan ini menyebabkan Sita and Gendis menghadapi gangguan paranormal. Itulah sedikit sebanyak sinopsis plot Alas Roban. Now let's get to what I like and what I don't like about this movie. Okay, so the first thing that I like about this movie is that this movie is based on a real life place. Usually, directors will make a movie based on a true story, but not necessarily about the exact location. But in this movie, it is about a real life location yang masih wujud sampai sekarang. It's just that the story mungkin tidak real ataupun tidak accurate lah. For me, I like this approach because it adds to the mysterious factor of the actual location. Kalau orang yang sudah tonton movie ini and lalu di kawasan itu, they might think, is it just like how it is shown in the movie ataupun tidak? So now they have two perspective lah regarding of the location. One is based on the tale of the local people and one is based on the movie. Even though of course memang ada scene adaptasi stories yang diceritakan oleh penduduk tempatan in this movie, such as scene monyet putih lah, harimau putih lah. However, I still believe there are some original ideas from the director being combined into the story of this movie. Next, I like the casting of adik Farah Shakila in this movie. Even though ada je cast favorite aku dalam movie ni macam Taskia Namia, Rio Dewanto, but I think she is the highlight of this movie. She really put up a good performance despite of her age. Usually kalau budak berlakon memang nampak tau, the lack of skills itu memang nampak, but for adik Farah Shakila, I think she did great in this movie. She is definitely the highlight of this film. Next, I also like the tema of this movie, which is bertemakan pengorbanan seorang ibu untuk anaknya, which of course not that unique sebab last year movie Jalan Pulang, funnily enough dibintangi oleh Taskia Namia juga. That movie is also about pengorbanan seorang ibu untuk anaknya. So clearly it's not unique, but at the same time I appreciate it because not only the performances are great between the mother and the daughter, but it also brings another beautiful aspect to the storytelling in this movie. One more thing that I like about this movie is the horror from the perspective of orang yang ada masalah penglihatan. Kan watak Gendis dalam movie ini ada penyakit katarak mata. Some scenes in this movie are cleverly done, especially when we are shown from her perspective. For example, bila dia nampak something is walking towards her in the room, tapi nampak kurang jelas nampak dark figure tapi not the face of the figure itself sebab ada blur-blur sikit. The reason why I like this is because not only they are displaying our character's perspective, but also because they lean into the classic scare factor of fear of the unknown. Usually we as humans are more scared if something is kurang jelas ataupun we don't see them in the full apparition, and this is basically it in this movie. And itu sahaja guys, that's all that I like about this movie. Now let's get to what I dislike or what I don't like about this film. Okay, the first thing that I dislike about this movie is CGI and props yang digunakan dalam movie ini tak nampak realistic Dia nampak macam murah, nampak cheap. For example, ada mayat and tengkorak yang digunakan nampak obviously fake. Nampak macam perhiasan Halloween murah yang boleh dibeli dari kedai kostum at any of our local shopping malls. And ada satu watak dalam movie ini, aku tak tahu nak panggil dia apa, but basically she's like a witch queen of the Alas Roban punya jalan. Dia memang nampak macam typical classic Putri Jawa, but she has this weird looking disfigured hands to make her look monstrous and scary. But due to the obviously fake looking hands, aku tak tahu dia makeup ataupun props, tak nampak scary langsung weh. Looks very cheap and goofy adalah. And of course the CGI pun terrible. Macam CGI monyet putih, harimau putih dalam movie ini, dia tidak nampak real. Dia nampak macam there's no body weight to the animal. Kalau dia melompat, dia nampak ringan sangat, macam it is clearly computer generated. Next, I dislike the usage of the meat dalam movie ini because the makeup is already looking good for the meat itself lah. But they don't really do anything in this movie besides menakutkan our main character, menakutkan gendis. But they don't contribute anything to the story selain melambangkan jumlah orang yang terkorban di alas Roban. Other than that, they are like practically useless to the story. Bagi aku, dia macam wasted potential where you guys already have a good ataupun scary looking the meat, but they are underutilized in this movie. Next, this point is basically a last minute point that pops up to my head apabila aku tonton the climax of this movie. Basically, this movie is sama macam KKN di Desa Penari, just slightly inferior and poorly executed. Aku explain sikit. Basically, the third act is about menyelamatkan gendis sebelum dia terperangkap selama-lamanya ke dalam dunia lain di alas Roban. So the mother goes in to save her, sama macam KKN di Desa Penari punya third act. And the most obvious copy is the scene with harimau putih. If you guys have seen KKN di Desa Penari, you guys will know that ada scene di mana Tok Bomoh dalam third act of the movie, dia bertukar menjadi seekor anjing hitam to guide the main character out of the alam gaib. This movie pun sama, but instead of anjing hitam, they use a terribly CGI'd harimau putih guiding Sita towards gendis. Not to compare the two movies, but KKN di Desa Penari clearly did it better when it comes to scene yang macam inilah. Okay guys, that is it for the things that I dislike about this movie. Now let's get to the honorable mention of this film. Okay, honorable mention pasal movie ini cuma ada satu saja ya, which is the end credit of this movie. The end credit of this movie, dia menggunakan the typical formula yang sudah bosan ataupun kurang berkesan bagi aku, di mana biasanya movie-movie yang based on true story ataupun real life location ini, dia orang akan include a piece of media from the original case ataupun interview ataupun investigation dengan orang yang sebenar yang terlibat ataupun dengan orang tempatan. If I'm not mistaken, the first Indo horror movie to do this is filem Vina Sebelum 7 Hari, di mana mereka mainkan audio original case kena rasuk yang sempat terakam dulu. For me at the time ya, this formula memang berkesan bagi aku sebab jarang ada movie yang buat macam ini. Dia berjaya menambahkan rasa spooky, rasa eerie bila kita dapat dengar atau tengok the original footage or recording from the original source. However, ever since then ada beberapa movie yang try buat benda yang sama pada end credit scene mereka. For example, filem Kemah Terlarang yang ditayangkan pada tahun 2024 dan juga filem Petaka Gunung Gede yang ditayangkan pada tahun 2025. And honestly speaking, after each time they do this, this formula dia jadi semakin kurang berkesan bagi aku. So hopefully for the next horror movie yang adapt something from a real life experience, maybe boleh stop code buat macam ini. Kalau nak buat boleh, but make sure betul-betul seram lah. Okay guys, that is it. That is everything that I think worth discussing about this movie. So, alas Roban, I'm going to rate this movie a 5.5 out of 10. Slightly above average, but at the same time, it's not that great. This movie is definitely the inferior and the weakest horror movie directed by Hadrah Daeng Ratu if we were to compare it to her other previous work. In the future, aku berharap dia akan come back membuat movie as good as Pemandi Jenazah or her other previous horror movies, with the exception of this one of course. That is all for today's review of 2026's Alas Roban. Apa pendapat korang guys? Do you like the movie? Will you go see it? Like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today's video. See you guys in the next one. It's been your host Brother Zain and I'm out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace out. Thank you.